PSA, the Professional Sports Authenticator, a predominantly used company in the grading of collectible cards and other memorabilia, arguably one of the top brands within the graded collection card community. PSA was established in 1991 and has graded over 40 million. Wait, what? Let's just say over the past year, there has been some mixed feelings towards, well, a delay. Big questions have stormed the company, with two main questions being sought for answers: why and when. The company has fallen behind with grading its current submissions and has also seen a massive influx of submissions they were receiving. This all, of course, fell with the perfect storm of 2019-2020. When the workplace must close shop for a time, you can always expect the inbox to fill, and I can only imagine the number of parcels that must have stacked up for PSA. What happened when? On the 16th of March 2020, the company suspended its travel to trade shows and on-site authentication. It also moved to suspend in-person drop-off to both the California and New Jersey locations. Although this took place, a commitment to its customers and to the completion of the obligation of its submissions was on the forefront for the company. The next day, 17 March 2020, an Orange County emergency order to close non-essential businesses effective immediately was issued. Collectors Universe, Professional Coin Grading Service, and PSA ceased operations till an estimated 31 March. The following day, on the 18th of March, clarification within the county allowed PSA and PCGS to resume operations on the 19th of March. But already it seemed that measures being taken into effect will have the normality we are used to affected. 20th of March. Then it happened. An executive order to close official offices until further notice. As a result, effective immediately, PSA and PCGS closed operations and were awaiting the reopen date. It was, as was stated by PSA, for all uncharted territory. 15th of April 2020. PSA had returned, well, in a very limited capacity, but nonetheless. The New Jersey location, however, remained closed. With some small steps in the right direction, PSA started on some movements with orders. 3rd June 2020. Introduction to a new answer center and resumption of more key positions with an emphasis on receiving and research to quell the backlog. Along with the return, the hobby by PSA statistics was on a 188% uptick with just submissions. Whoa. 25 June 2020. It was pretty clear that PSA would not be returning to normal like before, just from their information that they were sending out, but also from what was happening within the company. I don't know the ins and outs of the company, however, I do have some experience with logistics. When your standard operations gets interrupted, then coupled with a complete and random increase to sought-after services by 300 to 400%, well, the writing's on the wall, and you better react because it's far too late to be proactive. So what did PSA jump to but a great idea? Increase their footprint by 50%. Not just one facet, but overall. Everything. PSA was not playing around, and the time was and is ticking against them. Now, one can only imagine the difficulties of balancing growth with maintaining services and goods, but then you throw the adherence to state and municipal guidelines, a manager's nightmare. As the months passed, PSA kept the public relations messages rolling with updates on key victories towards a better PSA than ever before. Key position hires, hiring pushes, customer service centers generated for different problems, new automation within the grading process, improved website tools, capacity growth, and even ID submission labels. The game was afoot and PSA was getting ahead. Then, the October storm hit. And hard. Collector Club vouchers sold out. It seemed impossible, but there it was in black and white. Economy service level suspended for the time until the backlog is sorted. But not all bad came from this announcement. The introduction of CDTs, completed through dates. Completed through dates is one of the best ways the company could have gone. No longer are the estimations of 45 days a rough start, where most customers know or knew to expect a 2-week delay even after that. Anyway, to services. So, the start of CDTs will bring us even closer to the following of the grading process. A more comprehensive tracking tool with accurate ground truth generated statistics on order progression. Fast forward to March 2021, and we are still fighting the long wait. But even more controversial was the raise in price for grading cards. It destroyed my collection plan for completing some of the Wizards of the Coast Pokemon sets. It's now too expensive to complete, and I had to part with some or a lot of my collection to narrow in to a completion of what I could afford. Now the great news from the newsletter is PSA is and will be honoring any submission made before the 1st of March 2021 to remain at its submitted pricing. My hopes are this is a temporary need in order to cut down on the demand while the company is still dislodged and catching up. But time will tell. Fast forward 1 month and PSA is officially suspending all service levels, as in just 3 days the company received more cards than it did in the last 3 months. The estimation for return of services was July 1st, and Collectors Club memberships were extended in a move that surprised no one. As of currently, PSA stated that they are caught up on the order entry and customer service requests, but continue working through the backlog. Memberships were extended again, and the wordage around services coming back at a price is still focused around stemming the influx of new orders. For a bit of an example, my order was submitted on the 16th of December 2020. PSA received the items the 12th of January 2021, and it's still logged into the research tab within the order summary page on psacard.com. I'm unsure when I'll get it back, but I think at this point it will be in the new year. I believe PSA knows and thinks a lot of collectors would agree with the following. I hate waiting. Who doesn't? But if it means fair grading, complete care of the cards, and is the necessity of the current situation, then all I have to say is one thing. Thank you. Stay safe, and I hope everyone's doing great. Thank you for what you do. As for you watching, this is episode 1 of this season, so I look forward to the next video on shipping. And if you liked the video and want more like this, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up or down on how you liked the video, as any feedback is greatly appreciated, and feel free to subscribe. Thank you. Don't forget to be happy, hopeful, and having a great day.